Welcome to The Wire. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your mistress.
The Fantasy Wire.
We're back. I know it's been a minute, everybody, but hold on. I'm not alone today. I got joining me current number one in the league, goes by Burning Flowers. And you can't have number one without number two. What's good, T? I'm sorry. I wish I could hear number one, man, but it's all good. Hey, it's been a while, man. It's been a while since I've been on this podcast. I know you guys been holding it down. Man, what y'all been up to, man? What's been going on? What's been going on in the world of fantasy?
Losing.
Hey.
I lost the crucial one last week. I had 2 players go out. That kind of hurt.
How you guys feeling right now? You know, it's a big week. For those of you guys that tune in, everybody knows week 14, the week before playoffs, playoff eve is what we'll call it. Oh, both y'all feeling good? What we thinking?
Always nervous. I'm always nervous, man. That week before playoffs, it's like you don't know who you're gonna play for the actual first round. So this last week really counts, and there's some really close matches they're gonna go on this week.
Yeah.
I mean, for my team, these guys decided to get her like the worst timing ever. It's like a week before playoffs, but we're gonna make some adjustments.
All right. Well, let's catch everybody up who tunes into this show. I'm gonna pull up our current standings since we last left you. It's been a lot of shakeups in the league. All right. Just to go real quick, overall, the reason why he was on the intro for the video is we have a secure number one first place finisher in Burning Flowers. Congratulations, number one. How's it feel?
I needed Ivan to lose last week, and he did, and so did Willie. So luckily, I'm clear. Even if I lose this week, still number one.
Real quick, you were last place last year, last to first, the storybook finish. How does that feel?
Still got some work to do. We'll see. I'm going for that chip, dude. That chip's gonna be mine.
Oh, I love it. And honestly, you got a good squad to do it, man. All right, number 2, tea time. Ivan, I gotta say, man, 2 years in a row. Looks like you'll be finishing, hopefully, top 2 years in a row. Wow.
Yep, a lot of like draft analysts I had to put over the offseason to get this team going. And I want to say one thing though, a lot of people are hitting me up on Twitter asking when this pod's gonna drop. What's going on with the pod in the fantasy league? Thousands of DMs I've been getting. I'm like, y'all need to wait. I go about to fire up the podcast soon. So to you guys, here you go.
Yeah, we apologize. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Ivan was the first one to make sure social media knew about that shirt sponsored by the LEG. Still available for all sizes. Holidays around the corner. If you need one, contact Andrew.
Yeah,
even come in dog sizes too.
That's interesting. I have 2 dogs that could use shirts.
All right. Since we're talking about Peanut's in 3rd place. This is also good because in this year, Peanut was actually in last place at one point in the year. Am I wrong on that one? Is that right, guys?
Yeah, he started off like second to last.
Sheesh. Goes in the 3rd. Willie at number 4, middle of the pack. He was at one point in the number 1 spot. Is that correct, or am I wrong on that one?
No, in the first week or 2, it took me like week 3 to get the number 1 spot. So he had it for a bit.
Yep. Number 5
I think
is me.
you had it one. Yeah.
I had it for 1 week. Willie had it for the next week. Number 5 is me. I'm on a tough one. Olave Edward, last year's champ, coming at number 6.
No. You got to say the whole name, Isaac. Olave when you call me Big Papa.
Well, just said I can only see Olave when you call me Big P.
It's Papa. Just take my word for it. It's Papa. It's not penis. I can guarantee it.
Whoa, there. I thought it meant pussy. I love it when you call me Big Pussy.
Damn.
That's a lot. He just beat you, man. Like he put a little respect on the name, just a
He
little
did
bit.
good. Nah, he did good. You know, and then underneath them, of course, we got to have the man, Murder Mafia, every single year. I don't know how this guy does it, man. Always has a team.
How is it? He's comeback player every year, and he's always in the playoffs. Like we just always write him off early, and then he comes back. Just shout out to Dustin for that.
Dustin, you are the man, bro. This guy, you know, we've heard stories about you throughout the years that we played. The legends, man, that you don't even check your lineup. You said it one time and you're done. Amazing, man. Amazing. I don't know how you draft, but honestly, we're going to be putting out some segments next week for our playoff contenders about how they prepare for fantasy. Would love to get you on the show, man, so we can hear your technique, man. Then battling for the ace seed, we got a two-way battle with Mean Machine and Big Ass TDs, and we'll get to that. But what do y'all think so far about the way the playoffs are lined up? If it was today, this is what the bracket would be: 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7. Would you like your best side of the bracket right now?
Starting off with who? Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So with mine, I play them this week, and then if it end right now, we'll play again next week. It'll be cool if it was like something different, not like back to back same guys. It's to mix it up.
Tough.
But I've been wanting to get my revenge on him too, though, because for some reason, like even last season, it's tough going up against him. But this week, I feel like
that's it.
This week I feel like the matchup is slightly in my favor because he's going up against a good defense, but those are still playmaker players that he has. So I don't know, anything could happen this week, but yeah, if it was mixed up, it would have been a bit cooler.
You know what? He's right though. That's probably like the worst thing going into the playoffs and like that last week of the regular schedule. You play that person, and you still play that person the next week. It makes it actually really tough. I'm the same boat, bro. I wouldn't want to play the same guy twice in 1 week, or twice in 2 weeks.
Yeah, there is a potential. I mean, we'll talk about it more on the predictions. So let me get back to the standings here. There is a potential that since you are playing him this week, that if you do beat him, and everybody else does their thing, including one of the 6 and 7 teams. Let me just look at it real quick. I'll scroll down here. One of the 6 and 7 teams at the 8th and 9th, even if they win, So even if they win and you beat Dustin, there is a potential that he just stays where he's at. And if you stay in 2, you'll be playing him again next week. So keep that in mind, Ivan. That might be your first week opponent.
Now, Isaac, for the next spot, because you have to talk about 2 guys for the last spot. One of them being your brother, bro. You got any like bias? You rooting for him? You want him to make the playoffs?
You know, obviously, I want him to make the playoffs, man. That's my little brother, right? But honestly, as we get into the predictions, and you know what, I'll go ahead and let's just start the next segment, man. I think it's time for us just to get into the meat and potatoes of this. And here we go. All right, let's do it. Let's just talk about it. We kicked it off. We'll start with their matchup, man. And y'all seen the standings? You guys know what's going on. It's going down. All right, we got the 6th seed in Edward taking on Mean Machine. Okay, now there's some truth with this matchup. The first truth is that Tonio has to win to get in, right?
Yeah. If he wins, he's in. That's easy.
Yep. But on the other side of it, his opponent is playing me. And so Christian also has to win for him to get in. If they both lose, Tonio wins because he has more points for it, and he's automatically at the AC.
But B-Rain doesn't automatically get in if he wins. He doesn't have the points for. So if your brother does win, the tiebreaker goes points for, your brother's in because he's got a pretty good lead on him. I don't think it's going to make a difference in a week. But if I'm being honest, man, it kind of – for both of those dudes to have a win and get in, they have some real tough matchups. You and Edward are pretty tough. Especially getting ready for these playoffs, like everyone's ramped up. That's a tough one, dude. If any of them can get a W, it's well earned. That's all I'm saying.
I think my prediction here, I'll let you go with the prediction on this matchup next year, but I think my prediction is both of them are going to lose this week versus me and Edward. It doesn't matter, though, because when it comes down to it, Tonio has more points for it. They'll both have the same record. Tonio will get the A spot and slide in there. Unless B-Rain wins. If he wins somehow, but we'll see. Ivan, what do you think on this prediction, man? Who's winning this matchup? And
I mean, if Tonio or Christian both win, it's good going into the playoffs because that's really what you have to do when around this time. pull up victories like that, even if you're the underdog. But I'm seeing Antonio's roster. I don't know why it says Pacheco's out.
He's
I
out.
haven't heard. He's out. Oh wow,
Pacheco's out. Yep.
that's a tough blow for sure. Yeah, he better hope. Well, you said B Rain wins. He still has a chance, huh?
B-Rain, both of them have to lose. If both of them lose, Antonio's automatically in.
Can you scroll
Okay.
down a little bit? I want to see the bottom half of their lineup. Right there is good.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, yeah, that's a pretty tough one, dude. It's actually your brother because not only did he lose Pacheco, he's barely getting back Kenneth Walker that could still be on like a snap count.
Niners.
That's tough.
Against
the Niners, yeah.
That's I don't know. I think Edwards got him on this one for sure. And then your team again. So I'll wait till that matchup. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I think so too. Let's start at the back. Let's go ahead because I think we're all unanimous that Edwards going to win this matchup. Is that pretty fair?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
get over here. Let's go to the next one because this one, if Edward does win, all Christian has to do is win and he's in. What do y'all think are his chances so far with that?
Man, you're starting that Cincinnati quarterback, Browning?
I'm starting him happily. That's all I got.
Okay. No. I get it. You're lucky that he's starting Russell Wilson and he could get a dud or a stud. Who knows?
Yep.
Man, I want to say I like your receivers. Your Hill and Brown stack is pretty dope. I think that alone is probably enough to beat him.
Yep. Ivan?
I feel like you definitely have the upper hand because he has Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's, you don't know what week you're going to get with him, if it's going to go above 10 fantasy points or he's going to give you like 4 fantasy points. And I'm thinking Kincaid over him for sure. You're like Mamito said, your wide receivers are A1 and they're tough. I got you winning this one for sure, even with Jake Browning. Indy's defense is pretty good, but dude just had a great game last week, and hopefully he keeps throwing more touchdowns to Jamar Chase.
That's the recipe. That's the recipe right there, man. That's why I got him. I said Jamar Chase has to catch too.
I'm always open, Jamar.
Quick question. With Browning, do you see him as a long-term starter, like more than one game through the playoffs?
Next week he's playing against the Minnesota Vikings, and to be completely honest, he looked amazing this past game. Amazing versus not as good as Joe Burrow, but the numbers he put up was good. So if he does do good this week, I do need a streamer for next week because Kyler's going up against the Niners. So I would not.
Yeah.
And he started running the ball. So once you see a quarterback being a dual threat like that, that opens up the playbook a lot. Once they see that guy taking off, and they have a run game. Yeah, Joe Mixon's been tearing it up lately, and that's good to see here because I have him on another league.
It's a good enough offense right now. He's almost like a little worse Brock Purdy. He just has to be okay at everything with enough playmakers around him, and it might be good enough, dude. Like you just saw it, he has a ceiling now. So I can see you starting him more than once. Is all I'm saying.
All right, so I'm gonna go from bottom to top. This is gonna get interesting now. So we're both unanimous with all three of us. Our picks. Donio makes it in on the 8th seed. All right, moving up to the 7th seed now. Okay, so now it's gonna be Dustin versus Tea Time. All right, because now this does play a factor. Because if Dustin wins, and somebody else loses with the 7 and 6, like myself or Edward, one of us could drop to the 7. Would play Ivan the first round. So, all right, Ivan, I'll save you for last, man. Because I got to know who you're gonna pick. But I'll start with Mito first. Who do you think is going to win this matchup, Mito?
All right, I got the matchup right here too. I'm looking at it. To be fair, dude, the quarterback matchup alone, just makes me want to keep an eye on your guys' matchup throughout the whole weekend because Hurts versus Prescott, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot right there by itself. Both you guys' running backs, I think he's probably got the edge on you in running back, but not by much. I get it. He's got Henry and Kamara, which are really good, but then you go down a little, dude. I don't know, man. Dustin's got a team. Looking at it, he's got Kupp, Evans. I'm not sure about Thielen, but Williams from the Rams, he's pretty good. Dude, this is close. I'm going to give it – I'm going to go Dustin, dude. And that's no offense to you, Ivan. I think you're a great guy. You didn't see me at the restaurant. It's fine, bro. You avoided me. It's totally cool. But but I gotta go Dustin.
Yeah.
You know,
If you would have
me,
seen me and sent me a drink, I would go you.
Hey, I was just
Yeah.
like, that's because there's a whole bunch of eyes looking at me when I was going to the restroom. A whole bunch of females are turning their necks, and I was like, let me get out
Not
of here
one.
quick before I get in trouble.
There
Then
was
I saw
nothing but
some,
old women there. There was
then I
nothing but
saw like
old women.
I saw a charming man down there. I'm like, oh, I think that's Mamito, but I don't want to stand there too long.
For you guys that don't know, Ivan straight up saw me at Espania's and said, "I got a sis.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say what's up."
Ah.
That might be true. That might be true. All right, for me, man, I'm gonna give you my honest prediction. All right, I think quarterbacks, great matchup. Dak Prescott's getting on fire though, so I think he edges you out slightly. I don't think Derrick Henry does good against Miami. When games are getting blown out, Tajay Spears is the guy you want to have, what you have on your bench. So I think Jahmyr Gibbs beats him. Kamara, not as good, knowing that Jameis Winston's going to be playing. So I think that he might edge out James Cook, but not by much. Cooper Kupp, they're playing in a terrible weather game. A terrible
Against the
weather
Ravens.
game. Yeah, a terrible weather game. I got to keep saying that. So, and I know for sure because I've been here before. When it's windy like that, it's not going to be a good game for him. So I think Jamar Chase gets that bump. Mike Evans though is playing in a great game against Atlanta in the dome. So I think he's going to make up, and he'll probably match Jamar Chase. So really, it turns down to Rice versus Cooper Kupp, and I think you guys wash on that one. I love your tight end. I think he's definitely going to go off. Yeah, you're going to beat him on that one. Hopkins versus Thielen. I consider this one kind of a. I give the edge slightly to Hopkins just because I don't think Adam Thielen's going to do good at all against the Saints, and I feel like they're going to be having throwing the ball, and Hopkins should get a lot of garbage time receptions. But then I give him a huge bump on Kyron Williams, man, over Jordan Addison. Yeah, and so this is tough. And then I don't like his defense. Oh, you got the Jets.
Hold on.
I don't like.
Hold on. Put an argument for his defense though. The Falcons get turnovers on some weird stuff, and they're playing a not so good Baker Mayfield right now. Like, yeah, Evans always gets his, but I can see Atlanta getting a couple picks maybe here and there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to Ivan. I think Ivan slightly edges them out, man, just because his matchups are good. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's gonna be a tight battle, Ivan. You're definitely gonna be in for you better keep that holy water ready, man. Cause yeah, you
I hit a mic for something.
You're gonna need some of that, but I give it to Ivan. And all right, Ivan, go ahead, break the tiebreaker, man. Who pick? I'm wondering who you're gonna pick, bro.
All right, it's gonna be tough because what I like about this matchup, I mean, the quarterbacks, Amito said, it's amazing. They're both ranked 2 and 3 for this week fantasy. That's gonna be a good game to watch. What I have slightly up on him is like he's going up against some good defenses, Baltimore, Miami. Like Miami, if they get a huge lead, Titans always don't like continue to feed Derrick Henry there. They're gonna play catch up and they're gonna throw the rock more. And Hopkins, he's going up against what's his name? Their cornerback, Jalen Ramsey. Yeah. So hopefully they move him around and they feed him the rock more. But yeah, I want to see what's going on with Jordan Addison and the Jets since he's back. I mean, it could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because, like, that'll take off the pressure more on Addison, and they're going to feed him a lot more. So, I mean, that's a good problem to have, but I'm going to give myself the upper hand for sure. No shocker there. But, but yeah, you guys made a good point about the defenses. I didn't think about that. Baker Mayfield definitely turns the ball over here and there. But with the Jets, I'm holding on to them because they have been producing lately, but it is against Houston, and C.J. Stroud just airs that thing.
I just want to make it. I want to change my vote. I'm going on Ivan's Team Ivan right here. I'm changing it.
Oh wait, what happened? What happened in the 3 minutes he was talking?
I realized Henry's probably going to have nothing because Miami's going to have such a huge lead at some point, and then he's just going to be off the field. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know about Kupp. Yeah, as soon as I heard it and I acknowledge I was wrong.
Okay, interesting. Okay, well then, all right. If it happens like that, Ivan, you're locked in already for week 1 then to play Dustin. You're gonna have a rematch, all right? I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna be a back-to-back for you.
Hey, I said it earlier in the year too. Like I would like my revenge in the playoffs against Dustin. So crazy how it might play out like that again.
You might get 2.
Twice.
All right, so I'll move up. So we got Dustin at the 7, talked about Everett with the 6, myself with the 5. We'll get to the 4 now. Walker Walks versus Burning Flowers. Now this matters. I'll tell you why this matters. Because if I get the dub and Willie loses, I get moved up into the 4th spot, which means I'll be on the same side as Mamito. Because Mito's automatic number 1. We got that locked in. So, Mamito, I'll save you for last because this is your team. So I'll let Ivan kick this one off. Ivan, who do you think's winning this matchup and why?
All right, let's see who we got here. Let me scan through their picks real quick. Sorry, my dogs are barking a lot because they probably see a cat.
It's all
No,
good.
they're doing
all
their
good,
job,
man.
bro. They're doing their job. That's cool.
Yeah, I
Right.
wish I had a dog.
I got. I'll let you have it.
Both y'all got dogs. I'm the only one that don't.
I'm not even looking at projections, but
It's
sheesh,
even, so there's no.
yeah, it does look pretty even because Eckler is. I have him in another league, and he's just been letting us
Frustrating.
down. So frustrating, and I have the combo too with Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen's gonna do his thing every week in, week out, and he has Bijan, Rashad White. You got Swift. Sheesh, it definitely is gonna be a good matchup right here. I'll give you the upper hand for sure because I feel like you have the better tight end with Jake Ferguson, and he has Cole Kmet. Ferguson against the Philly, they're easy to throw on, and I wouldn't doubt if Dak throws for like 3 touchdowns, and one of them goes to Ferguson, or he has over 50 yards or something. So, and then your freaking defenses stacked on defenses, all three of them freaking hate it. I'm just hoping you drop it one time so I could pick someone up.
I know,
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, dude. I got you winning on this one. It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be right there with mine and Murder Mafias. But yeah, I got my meat on this one.
Just want to let everybody know I have 3 defenses because I don't know which ones to drop, and I don't want to let any of you vultures get a hold of one. Like
Dude,
not
it's
one of
working.
them.
It's working for you.
Drop the Cowboys, bro. I don't think anybody's gonna use them, bro.
You say that. Then watch them go
He's gonna
off.
be the
Like,
first one. Oh wait, I want to
Oh.
throw in a note in there. I don't know why Edward has it set up where I'm always like last on freaking waiver wires. Every time I look, I'm like, dude, I could pick this guy up. I'm 10th or 9th or 11th, 12th. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Because you're always like the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place. Like that's so it goes reverse order.
No, I know. I'm just bullshitting. But yeah, I'm like, every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I have a shot with this guy. And I'm like, no, I'm like last.
Nah, bro, you ain't getting it.
All right, for me, man, I'm gonna give you my prediction here. It's an honest prediction. Me though, we're going up against Buffalo, and on the quarterback, I'm actually gonna give the slight edge to Herbert. You know what? No, I'm lying. I'm gonna give the edge to Mahomes because I feel like Buffalo's gonna score a lot of points, so he's gonna have to throw the ball. Bijan versus Eckler, I give the edge to Bijan by a lot, to be honest. So that could be something that he kind of blows up on. White versus Swift. That's a good one, man. That's a dang good one. And I'm gonna have to give that edge to Swift. Although I love White.
Racist.
Pause. I like it's a slight one though. It's a slight one, so it might not matter to be honest.
Yeah.
Diggs versus IU. Man, going up against the Seattle Seahawks. I actually have to give that one to Ayuk. I think he does better. Moore versus Flowers. I give that one to Moore, man. I think he just does a lot more. Especially once again, they're in that bad weather game. Yeah, you like
nice.
that, huh?
I see what you did there.
Yep. Fergie versus Komet. I give that bump to Ferg. Man, Nico versus Keenan Allen is a great matchup, except Nico's going to get the Jets.
Going against Sauce Gardner.
Yep, and Sauce is going to lock him down, so I'm going to go ahead and give that to Keenan. I think they just lost.
Okay.
Pat Surtain, the Broncos did, right?
Now, yeah, but now look at the last flex position and tell me what you think. Because honestly, I look at that and we both got like, those are just boom bust players.
The last flex is the tough one. Oh, go ahead, Ivan. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, with he has Jalen Reed and like they just lost Christian Watson.
Yeah.
And then with Gabe Davis, I don't know when he's gonna go off or what's the deal there. That's why
in the beginning of the season, I rode like the first 4 games with him because Eckler was out. I had to fill positions. Those 4 or 5 games I had him starting, I never enjoy starting him. He's never enjoyable because you just think the first half he gets nothing, gets 1 point, and then all of a sudden the second half he's gonna just blow up. But he's one of those players that I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna put him in. I'm not gonna look back. It is what it is. Don't give me a dud.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna give you, and this is where I give the advantage at. I'm giving the advantage to the Browns defense. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is playing this week, so they're going to get the backup. I think they're going to do great. I think the Vikings don't do that good against the Raiders, to be honest. I think the Raiders are going to put up some good points against the Vikings.
That's right, Raider
Yeah,
Nation.
I'm a little biased too, though. But with all that being said, I definitely it's a tough matchup, and you're going to be close, just like Ivan is. But I'm going to give the edge to you. I think you go ahead and get the dub. Go ahead.
Hey,
what do you guys say?
You're only winning if you wear your silver and black, bro. Mimito, you gotta wear your silver and black Sunday, and you're winning this. You gotta show us how much you want this dub.
Listen, all my family are Raider fans. I've been to more Raider games than I have 49er games. And what I do when I go to these games, I blend in. I don't wear Raider stuff, but I can blend in with a black shirt, and just nobody even knows the difference. I can blend in, bro. I'll be a fake Raider fan for Sunday if it gets me a win.
There you go.
I've seen him do it. I've been there right next to him when he said it.
People are like, Raiders, and I'm like, sure, dude. You want a beer? I'm like, yeah, thank you.
Like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He doesn't say Raiders. He just says, yeah.
This is awesome. Yeah.
Dude, he looks like a Raider fan.
I know, right?
My whole family has like these Christmas events where we all go to the Raider games, when we used to. And honestly, I'm not a Raider fan. I'm a fan of the Raider fans.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, they party.
They do party. But with that being said, who's partying on Monday morning with the victory? You or him?
Oh, I'm hoping it's me. Plus, he beat me earlier this season. I'd really like this one back.
All right, so you're going to pick. I mean, I hate to ask, but I'm going to say you're picking yourself to win this matchup then, right?
I just want to get a dub before the playoffs start. That's all.
Okay.
Dude, you're going to have to sweat it too because the Packers play on Monday.
Oh. Yeah, that sucks.
I just saw
that. All right, so with that being said, we're all unanimous for Mito to win that one. All right.
Yes,
now getting into the very last one, and I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I am pissed at Michael. Not pissed because I want him to beat Peanut. I want you guys to understand that, okay? I'm not pissed about that. What I'm pissed off about, let me scroll down here and I can show you guys, is it was obvious that Michael needed to start Ezekiel Elliott. Hunter Henry, all right, whatever. It's all good. I get it. It happens. But it was so obvious that Mike was going to start Zeke. And this man does not pay attention to his football lineup and did not put him in and scrubbed out, bro. Easily would have put Zeke in over Aaron Jones or somebody, man. Actually, I probably would have played Hunter Henry over Pitts too. But I'm just I think he's going to lose. He's not paying attention to fantasy right now. He wants to clinch that last place spot. But go ahead, Mito. I'll let you go start with this one, man. What do you think?
Okay. A long time ago, Peanut was start of the season projected number 1. In the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, he was projected last. At some point, he got his shit together. His team got on and popping, and now he's like number 3. And the beginning of the season, the number 2 projected person was Michael, and he started off pretty hot. He's now in last. I just think the karma, it's there for sure.
Yep, for sure. We'll have something special for him next week, depending on what shakes out. You didn't really say anything about your fantasy football prediction, though.
Sorry. It was just something I've been thinking about for a while. I was like,
no, I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that.
Okay, now second, this is the one time he doesn't start Hunter Henry. Out of all the weeks he didn't start Hunter Henry, this is the 1 week.
Boy.
Man, I saw that and I was heartbroken for him because I know he probably was. If he was still into it, he probably would have him starting. So it sucks. I'm gonna go Peanut. I'm pretty sure Peanut gets this one pretty easily.
Ivan, go ahead, man.
No, yeah, Peanut for sure. If he, I don't think he was really paying attention to his lineup because if he would have put in Zeke for sure, knowing that he's starting, especially over Jones, who's questionable. I don't even think he's gonna play, and that would have helped him out big time. 27 points, looking at 31. Leading against Peanut, but yeah, I think he's losing this one for sure.
I will say this, all right? I feel like in a world where this guy was paying attention to his lineup, he would have said it, and he would be up 50-0, and I'll be honest with you, I think he would have beat Peanut this week if he would have made those starts. I'm going to just say it.
Dude, it might have been his highest scoring all season long if he would have had those guys in there for sure, because he doesn't have bad players. And if you plug those guys in, you're getting Pitts out of there and Aaron Jones, and you're going into the week this Sunday with Devontae Adams, DK, Monty Jacobs, Dobbs. Those are ballers, especially how Monty's been running the ball, and with Jacobs, who gets a whole bunch of rushing attempts. It's crazy.
And Dobbs with Jefferson now. Like he actually has.
He has 3 solid weapons out there.
This has been Michael almost the whole season. He had players on his team that could win him games and just made bad starts or wrong starts, and you can't predict some of those most of the time, man. But it's just that luck, dude. Some of us have it for 1 year and then we lose it the next year, you know?
Yep. All right. So with that being said, I wrote down all of our picks, okay? So I want you guys to see how this is going to look, all right? So we're all unanimous that Mito's going to win. No matter what, Mito's going to finish off with the 1. We all agreed that T-Time's going to get the dub, so he finishes off at number 2, okay? I'm on a roll. He locked that bad boy in, so he's going to get the dub. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Willie, because of Willie. So Willie's going to lose, and we all pick myself and Edward to win. And we know on the bottom there that Dustin's not going to change, and Me Machine and Big Ass CDs won't change. So if our predictions are correct, Antonio's going to make the playoffs, and the only thing that changes, and I'm going to scroll down here, is going to be Willie losing and finishing off 8 and 6 with me and Edward. So the 4, 5, and 6, if that were to happen, depending, all right, this is key here, okay? This is key. Depending on how many points Edward scores, and if he can beat me for my points 4, that's going to define who will get the 4 seed and who will get the 5 seed. Now, that doesn't matter, because what does matter is me and Edward will be playing each other in the first round. Bam.
Dude, that's going to be a good matchups in the first round of playoffs.
Yep. And so that would mean that on the Mito's side, he'll be playing against Dustin, and me and Edward will be on his side. Mito, how do you feel about that?
Oh, great that you guys take each other out. Like, honestly, do it. Have a great time for it. I would love for you guys just to have a tie and get both out. Like, that's great. Either one. But I don't like you guys on my side of the bracket, but if you guys have to play each other first round, that's great. That's cool with me.
I will say, I do not want to play Andrew, Edward, or Dustin in the first round, because my first round team is not looking too good with the quarterbacks. Everything else is straight, but the quarterback don't look that good. And so I'll be shitting bricks, probably rolling out with either Sam Howell or Justin, what's his name? Not Justin, freaking Jake Browning. So it'll be tough. And it almost makes me want to lose on purpose and slide in the 6th, but then I would take on Peanut. So honestly, it is what it is, homie. Edward, I'll see you next week, week 1, buddy. Unless Willie beats Mito.
So I was just going to say, there's a scenario where Willie beats me and probably shoots up to 2, maybe stays at 3, 2 or 3, right? Pretty much. But there is a situation, if he loses and everybody else kind of figures it out, he might drop all the way to like the 7th or 6th spot.
Yeah. Yeah, so what would happen is if let me say what you're thinking there. If Willie wins, because we know that Peanut's gonna win, and he might not have won if Mike would have started it, and we know T-Time's gonna win. If all 3 of them win, it stays how it is right now, and I'll be playing Willie first round, unless Edward scores more points than me. Then it would be one of us is playing Peanut first round. So it's tough. It's tough. So the bracket so far, Ivan, you can expect to be playing Dustin first round, and you're definitely going to have Peanut on your side of the bracket. And then it's either going to be Willie if he loses, and he'll be on your side of the bracket, or it might be Edward on your side of the bracket.
Yep, looking at that.
Which one do you want?
Everyone has a good squad, and coming into playoffs is going to be a bloodbath, and it's going to be a lot of good games. And that's what we all.
Crazy? Is it crazy that like the 2 through like 6 seed, 2 through 7 seed, it's only 1 game apart? Like this, it could flip entirely, and then it's just a complete mess. It's just crazy. From someone that doesn't have to be involved in the mess, it's cool to watch, but it looks nuts.
Yeah, it's wild. And there's no telling, man. A lot of things can happen. I could lose, and if I lose, everything I just told you guys goes to shit, because then I could drop to the 7th seed, and I could be playing Ivan in the first round. So it's
any scenario, we're gonna be playing a good squad. to be honest, unless like no shots here, but like unless someone gets like the 8th seed, because that's like the 8th seed. But other than that, everyone has a good team, and it's really any given Sunday.
Honestly, it's gonna be, ooh, boys. I'm telling you, hey, look, we made predictions. If I went back on our history, I would say we're probably like 60% when all of us agree on one about being right. So 60% of our picks are probably gonna be right. Those ones that we're off on, it's gonna get real interesting, man. So ain't no telling until Sunday starts.
Even like the ones that we do miss, we said they're like 50-50 toss-ups and good matchups. So we're partially right on those.
Yeah. I mean, Ivan, even you, man. Like, if Dustin beats you, right, you could drop from the 2, and let's just say me and Edward win, and you lose. You can drop from the 2. Let's see, all the way down to, it depends on how many points you scored. All the way down to like the 5.
Look at the points for now already, because if that's the case, he would still have like he would most likely he would still be above about 2 to 3 dudes right there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like 2 or 3 people right there. He'll still be above no matter what. So let's say Ivan loses, the worst he can do is go down 2 to 3 spots.
I'm going to give y'all scenarios, okay? Because we have some 50-50 choices here. I think we're pretty unanimous that myself and Edward are going to win. I think that's a pretty fair, and Peanut's going to win. I'm going to do the 50-50 ones now. If Mito loses, Wonks gets the dub, and if Ivan loses, drops to an 8-6 record, and he's going to be tied with me and Edward, which would mean that on that scenario, right now he's in last place, or not, he's in 3rd place compared to us. So it would be Peanut will get the 2, Ivan gets the 3, I get the 4, Edward still gets the 5. Damn, Ivan, you could almost drop all the way to the 6th seed if you don't win this week.
That's crazy. That's how good we drafted this year.
That's crazy. And then you would be playing Peanut in the first round. Or no, you would be playing Willie in the first. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. This is crazy, guys. This is fantasy right here, man. This bracket is gonna be one for the making this weekend. Mito can fuck it all up if he just loses. He doesn't have to win. Like, he's already in there. If he just loses, he can fuck a lot of shit up. He's actually, I'm gonna say this. He probably knows this too. He controls who can be on his side of the bracket. To be completely honest, yeah.
Thanos with the snap.
Bro, he can, and I'm not bullshitting you, okay? I'm just telling you, this is real. I already got the 1 seed. He's locked in the playoffs in the 1 no matter what. He can lose on purpose and let Willie win, and that will guarantee that me or Edward won't be on his side of the bracket.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about it.
Also, with that being said, there's one thing up for grabs right now, and all 3 of us on this call and Edward have a chance at it. That's that points for title. Whoever finishes this week with the most points gets the $100 bonus for having the most points for.
Nice.
So
you have that lead right now, Isaac. How do you think it ends?
Honestly, it's gonna be a close battle. I think I put up some good points compared to Edward. I think what happens is we both get the dub. Edward may score more points than me this week, but not by a lot, not to cover that gap. And I think you are gonna put up some points too, but I don't think you go off this week, and I don't think Ivan goes off this week. So I think it's all gonna be close, and I think I barely edge you guys out by like 5 points, man. 5-6 points probably.
No, yeah, it'd definitely be tough for me to catch up even to you because you have like a good, what is it, like
he has 20 points on me.
50 points on me. And I don't think that's possible unless your players take a dump this weekend. You get like
that's crazy.
You get like 90 points.
That's crazy.
I don't see that happening.
if it does, it messes up the playoffs, man. Then I move into like the 7th, and I'd have to play number 2 in the first round. So it's crazy.
This is the kind of the type of week where some low scoring games could happen more often than not because of the bad weather. You got a lot of places with wind, some snow. That alone makes you like a low scoring game. You maybe combine scores over 30 if you're lucky, but normally doesn't happen, you know?
Yep. All right. So we went over it. We went over the predictions. I didn't go over some predictions. I'll say that for this next segment here, but real quick. Favorite fantasy player of the season, as in the people that are owning and playing in our league, not the whatever amount of people that are in fantasy. The 12 fantasy managers Who is y'all's favorite player of the season and why?
Peanut for the
Why?
comeback player of the year.
That's good. That's a good choice. Ivan?
That is a good one. Damn. Let's see. Yeah, his comeback was pretty impressive. He was down there at number 2, and we were joking around saying that he's gonna have to worry about being the beer bitch, and
We
he hit that
wrote him
waiver
off.
wire, and his players stepped up for sure. I would say him, and then like Murder Mafia was right there with him, because I don't think a lot of us when we saw his team were like, man, that wasn't gonna be as competitive. But then once you saw him get Kamara back and then Cooper Kupp back, you're like, oh wow, this dude came up, and he was thinking the longer term, not in the present. So yeah, he definitely, those two guys for sure.
Nice. I'm gonna throw y'all for a loop on my one. All right. My favorite player of the season is Computer Luis.
Dude, I was
Computer
gonna go with
Luis.
him.
Computer Luis is killing that shit, man.
4-9.
Bro, he was in last place and he got himself out of last place. Killing that shit, bro. Computer Luis is the shit.
Dude,
Waiver
how
wire
about
pickups were like on point.
How about
Fire.
when Mike lost to him? He was like, bro, I told you this fucking computer.
Hey, Mike swears that Computer Luis is like some superpowered AI fantasy football player who knows the future and you just can't beat him. But what he fails to realize is it's just a computer. It just says like whoever has the most projections they put in.
Yeah. It takes the best available, and like he's in last place, so he got to pick up like really good ones at the time. But like there was a week where he didn't have a kicker. Like you couldn't beat that.
Hey,
Right.
Computer
Luis
Luis
did draft some good players though. He had some really solid players but when they first started off, they were hurt, and he couldn't catch a break. It was like one injury after another, and now they're starting to produce for him.
Yep, that's true. That's true. Computer Luis, my favorite player. All right. I think we all might have a good same answer here, but biggest bust. Who is y'all's pick for the biggest bust this year? Mito.
Computer Luis, yeah.
Computer Luis for biggest bust? Why? I was like, what do you do?
I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't want to say it. Michael.
It's been said. Ivan?
I was gonna go with someone else, but Mimito insisted. I'm gonna say Michael for the biggest bust.
Don't put this on me, man.
Nah, I'm just messing. Yeah, it was Holy Pitts for sure. He was competitive first start, but then once those, you guys were going through like a losing streak at one point. Isaac, you went for it, where you went through it, and then it was his turn. He just couldn't get out of it. He just stuck in there on that losing streak, and that's tough because, man, I get mad with just 2 losing streaks. Imagine more than 4. That could be fun.
I think Mike's on let me check it real quick while you said that. Mike is currently on a 10-game losing streak.
Yeah, see, that's tough. That's yikes. I would have hit the trade on the trading block ASAP once I saw you got to make a change there or something.
More than not, though, it wasn't the players he has. It was just the starts he made. Like a lot of those weeks were bad starts or just starts that were weird. And
those 2 tight ends killed him. The double tight ends for that good amount of weeks that he ran that.
Let me tell you what happened with Mike. That's my pick as well for biggest bust. Mike was 2-1, and at one point, I think it was top 4 in the league before he went on that 10-game losing streak. Let me tell you what happened to Mike. After he lost like 3, maybe 4 in a row, which I did the same, he completely gave up on fantasy, man. He just like stopped making waiver wire pickups. He stopped doing starts. He stopped paying attention to the league, and he just kept losing because that 10-game losing streak is very, very, very not true, because there's at least like 4 or 5 games he could have won if he would have made starts on people on his that were obvious. That was just completely obvious. And waiver wire pickups. So
now I'd like to say, I've been there, Mike. You can get back next year. It's your year.
Hey, that's encouraging. Encouraging, Mike. Listen to this man. Because Mike said he might not play next year because of what's gonna happen with that 2-2.
Yeah, next year's your year, bro. You gotta come back.
You got to.
Hang in there, champ.
I was lucky. We just didn't have a punishment. We all agreed. This is it.
Yeah, Mike, I'm gonna tell you, man, don't give up, bro. Don't jump out the lead because you know what I'm saying you're gonna be last place, and I know it's gonna be terrible. But Mike, you got it,
He
bro.
doesn't he still have a chance though?
He does, and that's what we're gonna talk about now. The toilet bowl. The toilet bowl. Now, let's clarify for all the listeners, the millions, thousands that we have on Twitter. Our toilet bowl. Now, in order for you to be considered last place, correct me on the statement. It's not about where you finish in the season, it's where you finish in the toilet bowl. Is that right or wrong?
That's how I understood it.
The hard cold facts
Yep.
right there. Yep.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the toilet bowl.
You
Our
got to hit
toilet
the
bowls.
toilet flush. Add that.
I don't think I have a cool flush drop. let me see what I can find for a flush drop.
I got you.
Are you just gonna show the screen?
No.
I
just. Okay, ready?
Oh, hold on. I'll take everything else so you can see. Bro, what was that? Was that a faucet? That sounded like a faucet, bro.
For real, that did not sound like a
That did not sound
toilet.
like a toilet, bro.
Sorry, I YouTubed the first toilet flush I could find.
Bro, that did not sound like a toilet, bro.
Bro, let me tell you though, it was a big ass toilet.
No, man. You know what? I kind of want to share a video now, but before, let's just talk about the toilet bowl. So, real quick, catch me up. What's the rules of the toilet bowl? One more time.
Okay, what I understand is last two places other than Computer Luis will compete in the toilet bowl. So whoever the bottom two are compete in, I want to say it's the first week of the playoffs, and the winner of that is not last place.
Okay. All right. I did find our toilet bowl video. So this is what we got exclusively for the toilet bowl. This is going to be our video, okay? Here we go. All right, that's a toilet bowl video. toilet bowl
Dude.
time. All right, let's talk about the toilet bowl, man.
That's the best shit ever.
All right, toilet bowl. All right, predictions. Very important. Key on who's getting last. I'll start with the top. If it does happen, B-Rain versus DJ could happen because we talked about our losses. It's definitely going to be Mike versus somebody. Mike's either going to play against the computer or Mike is going to play against DJ or B-Rain. But
no.
I actually think the computer finishes off as the 9th seed, but go ahead.
No, so the rule is because it's a special situation, Luis he's exempt from the toilet bowl. So let's say DJ is 10th and Michael's 12th, they will be competing. And so it'll pretty much be anyone other than Luis are the bottom two. Those are who's competing. And I think it's going to be DJ and Mike. And if that's the case,
all right, let's talk about the toilet bowl because here it is right here. This plays into the standing. So DJ being at number 10 and the computer being at number 11, who is going to win this matchup? Because this plays into the seeding.
Computer Luis.
Computer Luis got it.
Computer Luis is about to
That man
dominate.
is not stopping.
That man is about to dominate. I agree. Yeah, so this would drop DJ to possibly, and we have that Christian's gonna lose. Okay, so Christian's gonna stay at the number 9. So DJ will probably drop to number 11, and it would be Christian versus Computer Luis and DJ versus Mike, and that's gonna be our toilet bowl.
So just DJ versus Mike. That's the only toilet bowl, right? So they'll be competing. Now, I've been throwing this idea out, and I feel like they both agreed. Maybe they've been drunk, but they both agreed that we would substitute the toilet bowl for an actual wrestling match.
Dude. We need to go TikTok live. I'll be the announcer. Someone will be the referee.
Okay,
I'm down,
who's the referee?
but I gotta I gotta ask the question real quick. I have to make sure I understand this. The toilet bowl is that first week right there, or is it the loser of the top bracket playing the loser of the bottom bracket, and those losers are the toilet bowl winner.
No, it'll just be that first week. It'll be what is it called? The league manager will manually go in there, assign the matchup for them, and then they'll compete that way.
12 versus 11. That's the toilet bowl.
Pretty much.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What'd you say about DJ wrestling, Mike?
Okay. They both told me individually that they are down to have a wrestling match for the toilet bowl. Not let their players play, but instead, at some point that weekend, we have a match. And we could listen. If we have to have a ref, I think Isaac should be the ref. I think me, Ivan, and Edward should be. Actually, you know what, Isaac can't be ref. He's too biased. We're gonna have to put Doyle in there or something.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not even gonna be there. So it has to be one of you guys.
True. So you and your brother won't be here. Would I have to be the ref?
I will accept toilet bowl wrestle off. I personally, that would be my vote. Ivan, which one do you want?
The wrestle off. I feel like that's been thrown out there quite a bit from the two guys. Is giving what they want.
With the following rules: 1 minute first period, 1 minute second period, 1 minute third period. They have to wrestle a full match, not just takedown wins it. Full match. 1-1-1.
We gotta go live and everything. Get the millions of viewers what they want.
Has to be. Gotta record it and we have to post it on the podcast.
Marito, we gotta be the commentators, bro. You and I would be commentators.
Yeah. Me, you, and Edward would be commentating, and then we'd have to just like record it for Isaac, and then this would be good. This would be really good, actually. We could have it in front of Peanut's house in the yard. We'll make like a little circle with like the paint. It might actually work out really well.
Yeah, I'm down.
Winner gets the toilet seat.
Hey, no, loser would be
loser gets toilet seat.
Yeah, loser gets toilet seat.
Winner just gets to walk away not wearing a tutu.
Yeah. Is there any way for it to be Christian and Mike in the bottom two?
No.
Christian's too high. He's gonna finish that number 9.
Oh, it's the bottom two guys who go at it. Yeah. I was looking at the bracket right here. I'm like, what if that? Okay, so it's gonna be them two for sure then.
Yeah, 12 versus 11.
All right.
I will say
that 9 versus 10 won't really be anything when the playoffs start.
Obviously, that's gonna be dope if we could actually pull this off. To be honest, that'd be pretty sweet. I don't see any other league doing this. That's pretty.
I'm in, and I'm gonna say this: last time they wrestled, DJ pinned him in the first 30 seconds. So who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? Mike is confident about wrestling him, but he lost last time. So I don't know, Mike.
And if you have 1 minute rounds, you could have some really cool like stuff going on. And then by the time they get tired, next round, you got a little breather. 30 seconds. All right, here you go. And then they got to, dude, okay. No, I don't want to be an announcer. I want to be a cornerman. So in between rounds, I want to be in there, like, with the water, my towel. I don't care what side I'm on. Just want to be.
Bro, we got to have ring girls. Round 1, round 2. Give them 30 seconds each in between each round. Fuck it. Just give it to them. 1, 2, 3.
I could do 2 jobs. I could be ring guy.
Yeah, let's do it. We gotta have that. Damn, that'll be sick. We gotta get this finalized in the group chat tonight. We're gonna get this in here.
Okay.
We can make it happen. Yeah, I don't want it on a wrestling mat. Mike might say, "Come to Pacheco High School." Nah, I don't want it on the mats, homie. I want that in the streets, on the grass, wrestling for the tutu.
I mean, you could have it on the mat.
Nah, it's not as fun on the mat.
Can they wear outfits? Like, can Mike show up like in cowboy boots, and then DJ shows up in his what does he have? The Power Ranger outfit?
No, he said Joe Dirt, and what was the other one?
Oh man, yeah, we did see that.
It was
Joe Dirt and someone I can't remember. He could be Nacho
Libre. We said
Nacho. It was Nacho. Yeah, it was Nacho. That'd be hilarious.
Dude.
Man.
Oh my god, I fucking hope we get this, dude. I hope we get it.
Oh,
I wish I could be there for it. Honestly, if it just matters about them wrestling, maybe we could wait till Christmas time when I get there, and we can make a big spectacle out of this shit. If we agree to that, because I don't have to wrestle next week. We can give DJ about a week and a half to get in shape.
You're right. We don't have to rush it. We could wait. That'd be championship week.
Hey.
We could do an all-access training camp for them.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Bro, let's do this.
Let's get this on paper. Let's get it on paper. We'll do a hype up video showing them training, and then
Bro.
we'll have Mike on the mic talking shit. DJ and DJ's camp will go back and forth.
I can go visit
will-
him. I can go visit him and be like, "Hey, how are you guys feeling for your matchup coming up in 3 weeks?"
Bro, here's my
You know?
card. Take it. Buy whatever you need, bro. Take the card, bro.
Turn
Wait,
it
see
around.
that? What was
Turn
that
it
last
around.
number?
No, no.
What's your middle name?
No. Not for the millions of fans watching. Some of them might be scammers.
They get a entrance and theme music, right? Like we get Stone Cold Steve Austin glass break, and then here comes Mike with 2 Coors Lights.
Dude.
Bro, yes. I'll buy some smoke bombs, throw them on the ground so they can go off, so they can walk in front of the smoke when they come out, bro. Do it.
I better see a 619. I better see an RKO or something.
Yo,
Wanna
it's gonna be
see?
sick.
No, it's
sick.
gonna be a blast double into someone's fence. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Or
Yeah,
any
there's
security
no-
too. I ain't trying to see no one's girlfriends running up there. That's my man, and like another
Oh, DJ's wife might beat up Mike. Yeah, that's true.
yes.
That's true.
I don't know.
We'll have a tranquilizer gun on standby or something.
Then it might turn into DJ's wife versus Mike's girl. That'd be another one that would be crazy.
Yeah.
A tag team matchup. A mixed tag team. This is wild, bro. This is wild.
We could actually bring in like a real ref. I think we can bring in Adrian Marufo. He's actual wrestling coach. He'll ref it.
This would be dope. Yeah, this would be dope. All right, we gotta get out of here. Great episode, man.
I could talk about this all day. We could have a podcast about the wrestling.
Dude, for real. We should
got
do
so many
an
ideas.
update. We gotta do another podcast on the update and what's going on there.
We can make a promise at least. By this time next week, we'll know who's last place, right? And with next podcast, we should have a 2-parter, and we should have a designated toilet bowl, like what's it called in boxing when they have the lead up before the fight with all the videos?
A promo.
It's like yeah, pretty much. Hell yeah.
Fights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
like-
it's in. We're doing it.
Fucking great. I love it.
We're doing
And
it.
we gotta get a
We're doing
legit toilet sound.
it.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
Appreciate that. Maybe something flushing would be nice. Like,
It flushed, bro. It just took a long time, and then okay, whatever.
That's all good.
that was a nice toilet bowl. I want like a crappy one that's just obvious.
Who wins the toilet trophy? Is it the guy that wins the match? Would we
The guy
get
that
the winner or
loses.
something?
The winner just
Okay.
wins. The loser's the one that gets the trophy.
I thought it'd be the winner because it's like he's winning the toilet bowl, and then like the loser just gets the punishment.
What?
Like
Well, I
the
guess
winner
you
of the winner of the
I mean,
toilet
I
bowl
get
would
what
get
he's
like
saying.
the toilet seat, and he's like, "Oh, I won the toilet bowl, so I didn't have to do the punishment."
The winner's gonna get this right here, baby. Let me tell you, man. This right here,
Means
here
more.
is enough. It means so much when someone does this to you. That's way more than any kind of trophy
Yep.
you'll get. Right here, right in front of everybody. This is it right here. This is the one.
We can get them the little belt, the little one, and it can say not toilet bowl winner.
The plastic one.
Yeah.
The real little one. That way they just have something.
Gosh, this is gonna be good. All right. Well, y'all boys be safe. I'm gonna end this off. Last words from number one. Definitely number one. Any last words from you, man?
I am so excited for this toilet bowl.
Dude.
Wise words. Current number two. We'll see what happens at the end. Any words from you, man?
Really excited more for this toilet bowl than the playoffs. I was excited about these close matchups, but
Yeah. Now,
now the toilet bowl, bro. This is what we live for now. Every year we're living for the toilet bowl.
dude.
It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No other
We
league's
could-
doing it like us.
we could customize it to each lose, like the two guys that are competing. Like if they're baseball players, they can have a home run derby. If they're
Yeah.
football players, they could have a 40-yard dash. Like we could figure this
Yep.
shit out.
Yep,
This sounds
for
so
sure.
much better.
Start
Oh,
making
yeah,
it
way better.
fun for the toilet bowlers.
Yep,
Oh, dude,
exactly. All
I'm
right.
training
Well,
this off season.
I'm currently your number 5 right now. So I'll see y'all next week. We'll see what happens. Good luck to everybody this week in fantasy. Peace.